With each day passing, more and more people are joining cryptocurrency, and who wouldn't after seeing all the success stories plastered across social media? As of the moment, the crypto industry is abuzz due to crypto investors raising millions to buy a copy of the Constitution at Sotheby's auction. Plus, you won't believe the things you could buy using crypto. All this and more crypto news is in today's video, so keep on watching to know more. First, Sotheby's auctioned off a rare first edition print of the Constitution that got collectors and crypto investors raise funds. Known as one of the largest and premier auction houses in the world, Sotheby's is known to be the one-stop shop for all brokers of art, collectibles, jewelry, real estate, and other rare finds. Just recently, it auctioned off an extremely rare first edition printing of the historic US Constitution, which got crypto investors and collectors banding together by pooling more than $1 million worth of Ether to buy the rare item. What makes this item so rare is that it's one of only 13 surviving copies produced of the official edition of the Constitution, which was used by the delegates to the Constitutional Convention while also issued to submit to the Continental Congress. The group of investors aiming to buy the Constitution is spearheaded by an organization called ConstitutionDAO, who crowdsourced the fund through the use of a digital wallet so they could make the winning bid on the day of the auction. Simply, DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization established for the sole purpose of putting an original copy of the Constitution back in the hands of the people. How much is the Constitution's bidding price, you ask? The founding text value ranges from $15 million to $20 million. Just a few days after the group started crowdsourcing, they managed to accumulate 967 Ether. That's equivalent to a whopping $4.3 million. So, did DAO win the bid for the Constitution at Sotheby's auction? Despite reeling in a staggering $47 million due to their group efforts, DAO ultimately lost and was sold to another bidder for $43.2 million, which got people confused since DAO obviously had a higher bid. According to Sotheby's announcement, the winning bid amounted to $41 million, with the final price amount to $43.2 million in miscellaneous costs. Nevertheless, the group accepted their defeat and took to Twitter to announce the results, where they wrote, "Community, we did not win the bid." This particular copy of the Constitution was last seen back in 1988, where it was purchased by the late S. Howard Goldman for $165,000. Goldman was an esteemed New York real estate developer who had an interest in collecting rare American autographs, manuscripts, documents, and the likes. Upon his death, his wife Dorothy Goldman became the overseer of his collection, which included the Constitution as the crowning glory of his assemblage. Since they lost the bid, ConstitutionDAO offered two choices for those who took part in their crowdsourcing, by claiming or redeeming, in which they reposted on their website. If users opt to claim, their share would be deposited to their unclaimed people token into their respective wallet, while redeeming will burn their claimed or unclaimed people token in exchange for 1 ETH, where in 1 ETH, 1 million people ratio. Alice Ma, founder of Mad Realities and one of the contributors of ConstitutionDAO, already informed CNBC that provide everyone a refund. Ma also added that aside from refund, several others like to keep their funds in the group's digital wallet, which led to a discussion among the investors. Next, all about DAOs, a detailed outlook on what could be the next big trend. For sure, we've all heard of Bitcoin, Ether, Dogecoin, Binance, and the likes, but there are thousands of more cryptos out there, and yet one of the rising units are DAOs, which could become the next big trend in the industry. People started noticing DAO when it hit headline news, wherein a group of crypto fans pooled their money and managed to raise a staggering $4 million, which they used to secretly purchase the only existing copy of the Wu-Tang Clan's Once Upon a Time in Shaolin album. But it wasn't until a few days later before the group of Pleaser DAO introduced themselves as the new owner of the rare item, much to the delight of crypto fans, as well as several online communities and social media outlets. This wasn't even the group's first major purchase, where you can see several high-end assets which include the original Shiba Inu NFT of the dog Cabosa, which became the viral Doge meme, which they bought in June this year for $4 million. As of the moment, more and more people are investing in DAO, and even high-profile figures have taken an interest in this rising unit, which includes the American billionaire and TV personality Mark Cuban. Founders of the venture capital firm Andreessen Horowitz, Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz, are also known as DAO investors, wherein their latest investment is towards a decentralized blockchain startup called Royal. Back to DAO. Several members of the crypto community called it the next big trend, which is why more and more people are investing in it. According to Cooper Turley, an investor and maker of several well-known DAOs, it's simply described as an internet community with a shared bank account, which he shared with CNBC. Basically, a small group of people come together to form a chat group, and then they decide to pull capital together, typically using an Ethereum wallet. Turley further elaborates wherein from there, they decide on the means to fund DAO's mission collectively. But DAOs aren't specific to a single entity, since some are established with a particular goal in mind, like the ConstitutionDAO, which was created with the intent of buying the Constitution at the Sotheby's recent auction. DAOs mainly fall into two categories: those that oversee open source, blockchain-based projects, and those that are in it for the investments. Some of the popular examples of DAOs are the following: Pleaser DAO, which collects different NFTs while also investing in other assets; Friends with Benefits DAO, which requires you to pay to enter their exclusive social club; Her Story DAO, on the other hand, provides funding for projects owned by Black women and several non-binary artists. The Metacartel Venture DAO invests in early-stage decentralized apps that cater to a for-profit business. Now let's talk about craziest crypto purchase people have made. As digital assets, crypto has been booming due to more establishments extending their services online, and with more of them accepting cryptocurrency as payment, it's no wonder some people got a tad bit crazy in their crypto purchases, which is what we're about to share with you. So what are some of the craziest crypto purchases made so far? First, we have Hitman. Can you believe we're in the day and age where we can buy a Hitman services via crypto? Yes, it's possible. This particular service is quite unexpected and of course dangerous, yet people still avail this. The payment process is easier via Bitcoin compared to fiat currency and paying via Bitcoin. Paying without a traceable transaction works on both parties as well, but it could also be alarming once authorities find out that your online transactions are not traceable, which could lead to questioning. Next, body enhancement and surgeries. Plastic surgery and other body enhancement have been around for years now, and it's only recently that society has been more accepting of the idea. Whether you want your nose done or get rid of that extra layer of fat on your tummy, you can now do so and pay via Bitcoin, and if you don't have BTC, that's not a problem. Most crypto trading platforms offer their users to register a digital currency account and convert it into a digital asset of their choice. Next up is clubhouses. Another interesting item that can be bought using crypto is clubhouses. In some high-end countries with a large number of clubhouses, where they allow guests to tip dancers with Bitcoin, the codes are drawn temporarily into a dancer's body, which they could scan to tip. Now we have funerals. So there's something fun at the funeral after all, yes? Strange as it may be, you can buy a funeral service using crypto. So far, only one establishment offers this service, and it's none other than Crescent Tide Funeral and Cremation Services, located in St. Paul, Minnesota. Theirs is the only funeral service that offers Bitcoin as a payment option in North America, which can be pretty handy since the amount of money one shells out at the death of a loved one is no joke. So if you're running low on cash but have quite a lot of BTC in your digital wallet, then this works in your favor. The company is founded by Verlin Stoll, who shared that they started accepting BTC payments back in 2014, when BTC was priced around $100 at the time. Although, admittedly, only one customer has availed of their service and paid via BTC. And with that, we're wrapping up today's episode about how crypto investors raised millions to buy a copy of the Constitution at Sotheby's auction. What establishment do you think should start accepting BTC or other cryptos as payment? Let us know in the comments below. Before you go, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on so you won't miss any of our new releases. We'll see you again, and thanks for watching.